needle injection. There's some infection, the habit to have the birth of a crack addict. As he sits there, as he rolls on the floor back and forth, he might just cause a lot of static. As he shakes and he quivers, he has the fucking shivers. He remembers he just fell off in December like timber. Does nothing for himself, rehab doesn't help, family doesn't fuck with him. Well, decision, the aim is precision. The antidote's up in the kitchen. Suicidal thoughts while he's sitting in his loft, sniffing cocaine lines at the same time, boss. Peer pressure, go ahead, do it to yourself. I wanna see your veins pop out while you're biting on a belt. Plus he's mad at the world and his girl, and no one wants to help. At the same time he's screaming at himself. I done fell so far, 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 I done fell so far. Nymphomaniac, she kinda panic, kinda frantic, this the tales of a fucking sex addict. Wasn't thinking about herpes, doing burpees, and giving that the pussy when she taxed it. Man, that bitch ratchet. And her mama said the only thing she good for is laying on her back or her front or however way she take it. Fact. Where she strips at player, where she does it in the back, and her boyfriend's the pimp, the return of the Mac. And I knew she had problems blowing balloons out of condoms. Thingy little bitch thinking the world revolves around her. Low self-esteem, so she keeps self-loathing. Round the house moping in the same damn clothing. And she got bad credit, yeah I said it. And she walk around like she aesthetic, she pathetic. She pretend she cool, saying she is going back to school. Don't even try to play us like a fool. Now she up in her room, legs cocked, singing shoulda, coulda, woulda. He loves me not. Stop. Plus she can't get pregnant by a guy, so no baby's getting rocked by. Plus you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, cause hoe just don't act right. Ask her, what would you do for a Klondike? Fuck for a buck, some strange for some chains. Yeah I know, I can make you holler for $1. And the life she's giving, you can't call this living. But every day she wake up and she pops a pill of Ritalin. Takes the pain away, so she pops the whole bottle. Swallows everything for a throttle. Man, there's so much pain that was dealt. Burns so much, it desires her to melt. Mad at the world and her mom, and no one wants to help. At the same time, she's screaming at herself. I done fell so far,